Good morning, students. Today we shall be studying a new topic in grammar, participle, which is a non-finite verb. You have already studied about the other two non-finite verbs, infinitive and gerund, in your previous lectures. What is a participle? A participle is a verbal adjective. It is derived from a verb but functions as an adjective. So basically, participle is partly a verb and partly an adjective. Look at the sentences given on the slides. The words highlighted in red are the verbs, and the words highlighted in blue are the nouns. Look at the first sentence. This is the surprising news I have heard. The word surprising is formed from the verb surprise. It qualifies the noun news like an adjective. Now look at the second sentence on the slide. The wounded man was taken to the hospital. The word wounded is formed from the verb wound and it qualifies the noun man like an adjective. The third sentence, seeing the tiger, the man ran away. Here, the word seeing is formed from the verb see and it qualifies the noun man like an adjective. Now look at the fourth sentence. The balloon filled with hot air was sent up. The word filled is formed from the verb fill. It qualifies the noun balloon like an adjective. So, such describing words have the nature of both verbs and adjectives are called verbal adjectives or participles. Now let us understand the kinds of participles. The first one, the present participle. The present participle is formed by adding ing to the verb. The present participle is always active. It denotes an unfinished action. Now look at the sentences on the slides. The first sentence, I can hear her singing a song. Now in this sentence, ing is added to the verb sing. So singing is the present participle. Now look at the second sentence. We met a girl carrying a basket of vegetables. Here, ing is added to the verb carry. Do you see the boy riding on the horse? Here, ing is added to the verb ride. Now look at the fourth sentence. I heard someone knocking at the door. Here, ing is added to the verb knock. So these are present participles, singing, carrying, riding and knocking. Now we go to the next participle, that is past participle. The past participle indicates an action that is already completed. It is formed by adding d, ed, t, en, ne to the verb. For example, liked, liked. D is added to the verb like. Return, written. En is added to the verb write. Carried, carried. Ed is added. Now look at the sentences on the slides. All these words highlighted in red are the verbs. They are the past participle of the verb. The first sentence, terrified, they stood crowded together. The underlined word terrified is the past participle of the verb terrify. Now look at the second sentence on the slide. Blinded by highlighting, she fell senseless. The underlined word blinded is the past participle of the verb blind. Now let us look at the third sentence on the slide. Driven by fury, the lion attacked the hunter. Here, the underlined word driven is the past participle of the verb drive. Now look at the fourth sentence. He was cheated by everyone. Here, the underlined word cheated is the past participle of the verb cheat. Now let us understand the third kind of participle, that is the perfect participle. The perfect participle is used to show complete action at the past. The perfect participle is formed by adding having or having been before the past participle form of the verb. For example, look at the sentence. Having finished his homework, the boy went to bed. Here, the past participle is finished. So, having is added before the past participle to form a perfect participle. Similarly, look at the second sentence. Having lost his passport, the tourist was in trouble. Similarly, look at the second sentence. Having lost his passport, the tourist was in trouble. Here, the past participle is lost. So, having is added to the past participle to form a perfect participle. Now, let us see the use of participle. A participle is used to form certain tenses and to qualify noun. The present participle is used to form continuous tenses, that is, present continuous or past continuous. For example, the boy is reading. Here, is reading is present continuous tense. Look at the second sentence. The gardener was planting. Here, was planting is past continuous tense. Next, present participles are also used to qualify a noun. For example, I read an interesting novel. Qualifies the noun novel. Look at the second sentence. I saw a weeping woman. The word weeping qualifies the noun woman. The past participle is used to form passive voice. Look at the first sentence. The bicycle was stolen by the thief. Here, was stolen is the past participle. Look at the second sentence. Wheat is sown in winter. Here, is sown is a past participle. It is also used to qualify a noun. For example, a frightened child stood at the door. See the underlined word frightened. The second sentence, a retired officer is available. Here, frightened and retired are qualifying the noun child and officer. Now let us learn something about synthesis of sentences. The term synthesis means joining or combining. Thus, two or more sentences may be combined into a single sentence using a participle. So, synthesis is the combination of a number of sentences into one new sentence. Now, let us combine these given sentences using a participle. Look at the slide. Look at the first sentence. I saw a snake. I ran away. These are two different sentences. We have to combine these two sentences into a single sentence by using a participle. ing is added to the verb saw. That is, seeing a snake, I ran away. Now look at the second sentence. The girl ran after the thief. She caught him. Here the verb is ran. Present participle ing is added to the verb ran. That is, running after the thief, the girl caught him. Now look at the third sentence. He failed the examination. He gave up his studies. Here, having is added before the past participle. Here, having is added before the past participle failed. That is, having failed in the examination, he gave up his studies. Look at the next sentence. He was tired of play. He sat down to rest. Now we add being tired of play, he sat down to rest. Look at the last sentence. He was overpowered, he surrendered. Being overpowered, he surrendered. So remember one thing, children, when it is, am, was, were, these verbs changes to being. I repeat, am, is, was and were changes to being. Now you have to solve the exercises from your Wren and Martin synthesis of sentences using participle. That will be your homework. Kindly write it down on your worksheets. Thank you.